Lineups announced. I'm Colin McDonald, joined tonight by Nick Brown, who will be on the play-by-play, but he is currently introducing the starters for tonight's game. And speaking of starters, first for the West Monroe Rebels, they will be starting Devin Elmore along with Messiah Stevens, Jaden Dickens, and Caleb Sidney, and Trey King. Starting for the Ruston Bearcats, we will have sophomore Darren Ford, a 6'2 sophomore transfer from Ouachita Parish. He transferred in at the end of last year and has been a crucial addition for the Ruston Bearcats. We will also have junior Keyshawn Malcolm joining Ford in the starting lineup. Malcolm, 6'4 junior that can really shoot the outside shot. He's one of those players that's kind of been an unsung hero so far, scoring double digits in just about every single game so far this season. Joining Malcolm and Ford will be Cooper Goodwin. Cooper Goodwin, one of the seniors being celebrated tonight, a 6'3 senior. Goodwin, in minimal playing time, has been perfect from the free throw line, a perfect 2 for 2. Only appearing in 4 games so far. Joining him will be Mason Delaney. Mason Delaney, the senior center, is going to be getting the nod over Ahmad Hudson, just so that we can have Delaney starting here on senior night. Delaney, who last year kind of came into his own after getting a slam dunk, I believe, against the Rebels as well, and has been a solid free throw shooter so far this season and is also shooting 46% from the field. Another senior getting the nod tonight, Bill Sutton, the 6'1 senior, missed the beginning of the season to injury. He had an injury right there at the end of the football season that sidelined him for a little bit, but has really been one of the distributors for this team. He's averaging 3 assists so far a game, and like we said, in limited playing time, has shot pretty well for the Bearcats, shooting just over 40% in only 4 games so far this season. The Bearcats entering this contest 16-3, and importantly, number 2 in the LHSAA power rankings. That number 2 seed is going to be crucial. You really want to be in that top 4. That way you're guaranteed to be at home until you make the trip down to Lake Charles for that March Madness tournament. Now Nick Brown is done with the starting lineup duties. And Nick, I'm going to turn it over to you as you're going to be doing the play-by-play for this game. But what a great game that we have in store. Able to get our seniors on the court early in the game, get to see them play for hopefully definitely not going to be the last time, as the Bearcats have all but sealed up a home game for the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely not going to fall out of that. Are you going to be the top 4 seed? And here's the thing. That's Coach Jackson. Got a lot of confidence in his guys, a lot of confidence in his team. Seniors starting tonight. You know, they've got playing time, been to a lot of their games. Haven't started a lot, but going with a different lineup. And, of course, Darren Ford, Keyshawn Malcolm, Cooper Goodwin, Mason Delaney, and Bill Sutton. There's a lot of points still out on the floor without some of the regular ones. That tip in going to go towards the Rebel basket, but Bearcats control it. Keyshawn Malcolm with the basketball. Left-hander. He's guarded closely by Elmore. Going to go over to Delaney. Delaney going to look for Goodwin. Goodwin moved from Arkansas. First year Ruston, I do believe, and now the Rebels have the ball moving. They're going to take a shot. That falls short. That was Sidney. And the Bearcats control the boards. Malcolm again. Nearly a foul. He's going to go all the way to the coast. His shot is blocked by number 12. That is Trey King with a block.
And this Bearcat team, superstars all over the court. You've got the number 1 player in the junior class, the number 1 player in the sophomore class, and they've got Keyshawn Malcolm, who has quietly been leading the team actually a lot of games in points.
Bill Sutton with the basketball at the top, guarded closely. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. It's going to be Elmore putting a lot of pressure on it. Switch going to get the ball in the corner. That's Goodwin with a shot. It's up, and it's good with a 3-point basket. Bearcats lead it 3-0 over the West Monroe Rebels. Coming down the court is Sidney. Sidney guarded, going to get over to Elmore. Elmore going to drive, 2 dribbles left. He's going to dish to Stevens. Stevens with the shot, no good. And Sutton with the rebound for the Bearcats. See if we can do it again. Deja vu. That 3 from Goodwin, no good. Rebels control the board. That was Trey King with a rebound.
But you've got to love that. Coach Jackson's able to get a lot of these seniors into the game. First play of the game on the offensive end of the board, or offensive end of the court, able to get a 3-point from one of your seniors that hasn't gotten a ton of playing time so far this season.
All right, Elmore with a missed shot. Now we're going to get the foul to Elmore. The Bearcats control the rebound.
looking back at the last time these two teams played just a few weeks ago as well, Ruston really started off slow, but then was able to get a 37-point victory over the Rebels over in West Monroe.
Darren Ford with the basketball, bring it down. He's guarded by Sidney, Caleb Sidney for the Rebels. Nearly turns it over. Going to pick it up. Still has his dribble. Ford going to shoot a long-range three. No good, but that rebound, give credit to Cooper Goodwin with a rebound, has all 5 of the Bearcat points here in the first quarter. Nick Brown along with Colin McDonald bringing you Bearcat action on the Roo, 102.3. As Steven with the basketball, he's guarded by Goodwin. Dishes it to the top to Sidney. Guarded by Ford. Nearly a reach, just knock it away.
Bearcats in that man-to-man defense they like to run, too. They're really going to pressure the ball. They're going to pressure everyone and force you inside like that. Pick
and roll. Trey King lays it in. 5-2 our score here with 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. Sutton nearly with a carry. It's to Malcolm. Malcolm Range going to shoot the long-range three. It's up, no good. And that's King with a rebound for the Rebels. Stevens going to take it all the way in, try to draw the foul. Malcolm doesn't foul, contests his shot. Delaney with a rebound, gets the ball back to Malcolm. All the way over to Sutton. Sutton goes in. Hammer thought he got fouled, no call. Ford traces it down, fakes the three, going to drive all the way to the basket. He is going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
And like we said, this team, superstars all over the place. Real easy to try to key in on one player, but even if you key in on those stars, the bench has got points that are available. You see we've got Goodwin in already with 5, and Delaney can come in, get some rebounds and some important points as well.
Well, the athleticism is incredible. Here's Ford. That first free throw is good.
Ford coming over from Ouachita was huge, and then you've got a lot of multi-sport athletes on this team, a lot of players in the Bearcat football program, and you can really see the size on the court as well from the football weightlifting program.
Bearcats lead is 6-2, make it 7-2 our score here in the first quarter. That is Sidney with the basketball. They get a dish off to Elmore. Elmore to Dickens. Dickens drives. And, here's the thing. You're looking at bench guys, and they're playing like starters. I mean, that's when you practice. Iron sharpens iron. Hadn't been a drop-off so far defensively for the Bearcats.
And that's one thing. The defensive side of the ball for the Bearcats really drives the offense. They really like to get the ball moving quickly. They don't like to really sit in that offensive set. They want to move it fast.
Bill Sutton shoots a three, comes up short, gets his on rebound. And that is one thing that really noticed both in the girls and the guys game, Colin. Not a lot of block out anymore. Just chasing the basketball. But Sutton going to the free throw line to shoot a pair. That free throw is good from Sutton.
And Sutton comes into this game only shooting 60% from the free throw line. So he's one that it's good to see him get that first one, hopefully get a little confidence going into a playoff.
Well, you had limited playing time, number one, and I think that goes back to it because there's speed and there's game speed. And had an injury, battled back, and I think by the time this team rolls into Lake Charles, he'll be on all cylinders. 9-2, Bearcats lead it. Ball back at the top, Bearcats in the man-to-man defense. Sutton guarding the ball, dishes to the corner to Harris. Harris can get it to King.
And now you've got the normal starting 5 getting ready to go in for the Bearcats.
Still playing man-to-man. It's interesting. The Rebels bringing Trey King out from the basket a little bit. That shot's an air ball. Malcolm looking down the floor, going to hit Ford, and that one's turnover. Keyshawn looking down the court, but just couldn't get it to Ford. Rebels on the move. King going to shoot a three. And he's got it. There's a big guy says, wait, I don't just play with my back to the basket. That one's good. 9-5 your score. Sutton comes back. Goodwin with it in the corner. He's going to dish to the top to Malcolm. Malcolm going to drive 1-2 dribbles. Shoots a shot. No good. Delaney in. Delaney hits the floor hard for the Bearcats.
So here we go. Now we're going to get Hudson coming into the game. We're going to get Jason Morgan. We're going to get Cole Gray. And this is going to be the normal Bearcat starting 5. But like you said, there was really no drop-off in production there from the Bearcats.
So Cole Gray into the game for the Bearcats, like Colin said, along with Ahmad Hudson. And number 4, Jason Morgan. That clock never stopped on that timeout. So Bearcats in a man-to-man defense. Gray guarding the basketball. Number 4, Dickens has it for the Rebels. 9-5 our score. Trey King's last 3 is the last basket. There's a steal by Malcolm. You can take it all the way to the goal, push it up with his left. It's good. Bearcats lead 11-5. Caleb Sidney bringing it down for the Rebels. Guarded by Morgan. Back pick wasn't effective. Into King. King is blocked from Ahmad Hudson. Gray comes up with it.
And this is kind of normal Ruston basketball so far this season, is they're going to try to kind of fill you out there in the first quarter just to see what you're going to do and then try to pull away.
That alley-oop was no good. Rebels got the rebound. Pushed it. Dickens with the reverse layup. Got it in, and it's a 4-point game.
Deja vu from the West Monroe game. Started off slow just like this. Really got away with it in the third quarter.
Well, I want to tell you that when Dickens had a hold of Ford's jersey, he got called on the shot, but Ford at the free throw line, having to work extremely hard tonight to get open. They're tugging on your jersey. So 11-7, Bearcats lead it. 2:06 remaining in the first quarter.
And Ford, not one of those guys you want to send to the free throw line. He's shooting 84% on the season from the free throw stripe.
He's a hard worker, though. He shoots every day before school, probably then during school at practice, and after school when there's not games.
And you were talking about the scheduling, too, and power rankings. The Bearcats are not done. I believe they have 3 more games, another game tomorrow, and then I believe 2 next week, getting ready for the playoffs.
And there's a lot. There's a different line of thought. We'll talk about that a little bit at the quarter break, but there's Dickens with the basketball. He's guarded by Gray. Gray going to force him to his right side. Going to push him back left. Good screen from King at the top for the Rebels. Going to look back door. Rebels really moving the basketball well against the Bearcats. And that's a 3, and it's good. 13-10, 3-point basket. 3-point game here in the early going to the first quarter. Ford going to take it. He's going to shoot a 3 off balance. It's no good. Rebels with a rebound, pushing, looking to make it a 1-point game. And that is Harris underneath the basket. He's going to be fouled by the Bearcats. And that's going to call for a substitution. Bearcats going to send Jaden Anding into the contest.
I believe that foul was called on Ford.
Be his first on the night, team first. Rebels have committed 4 fouls. And at the line for the Rebels, number 20, Don Harris. That free throw is no good. On the court for the Bearcats right now, Morgan, Hudson, Gray, Malcolm, and Andy. That free throw is good. It's a 2-point game here at Denman Garner Court on the campus of Ruston High. Malcolm bringing it down the floor for the Bearcats. Going with his right. At the top. And there is Morgan powered in. No good. King with the rebound. Rebels looking to tie it or take the lead here in the early going. Rebels moving it around. Dickens with the ball at the top, waiting for that pick from King. Going to hit the corner. It's going to be Boatner. We've heard that name quite a bit tonight. Basketball family out of West Monroe.
Bearcats starting a little slow, but I think this is kind of one of those things where you never know what's going to happen on senior night when you come in after you've already beat them by 37 earlier in the season. You never really know how you're going to start the game, but definitely think that they have the athleticism to be able to pull away from this one.
Well, they got the basketball IQ. They can get down the floor, but that's one that's really tough. Again, more important, more than senior night, a different lineup starting, but the 37-point victory earlier in the year. And when you beat a team by 37 and you talk about, hey, it's a different game, and sometimes that can fall on hollow ears. So it's 13-11. Bearcats lead it by 2 with 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Boatner to inbound the ball for the Rebels. Boy, great job by Andy on the defense. Is that Morgan? Morgan on the defense, rather. Sidney picks the ball up. He's going to hit Boatner in the corner. He's covered by Malcolm. At the top in the hands of Dickey. Going to penetrate. Going to hit Sydney, and Sydney with a 3, and the Rebels have a lead, 14-13. 14-13, West Monroe lead here over the Ruston Bearcats with 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Ball's fed into Hudson. Hudson pulls up with a jumper. No good. And Sydney with a rebound for the Rebels. Looking to extend their lead early. And that one's kicked out of bounds by Dickensby. Bearcat basketball with 3.8 seconds remaining.
Bearcats down by 1, but just need to settle in going into the second quarter.
And Malcolm got away with a walk. He'll take it, and the jumper is no good, and that's going to be it. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Bearcat basketball on the Roo 102.3. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ryan Colbitz, chaplain for the Bearcats, and I want to invite you to come join me at First Ruston. We have worship services and Bible studies on Sundays at 8:30, 9:45, and 11 with great practical biblical teachings. We also have men's, women's, and student Bible studies on Wednesdays at 6. So come on, students, and join us for a night of fellowship, worship, and fun. Church information can be found on fbcruston.org, and you can also watch your services there. Hey, football is awesome, and we believe church should be fun too. So come and join us at First.
Back to Bearcat basketball. Didman Garner Court on the campus of Ruston High will be Bearcat basketball to start the second quarter. Trail the West Monroe Rebels 14-13. Nick Brown along with Colin McDonald here on senior night. Inbounding the basketball for the Bearcats is going to be Jason Morgan.
And I believe it actually should be West Monroe's basketball because Ruston won the opening tip. Yes, so they gave it to West Monroe.
All right. That's going to be Caleb Sidney with the basketball for the Rebels. It's been knocked away by Morgan.
And I like how Morgan plays. He plays aggressively on defense. He is always in someone's face. He's a hustler, junior that's still got another year and is a guy that can start or come off the bench and really give you some quality minutes.
He's aggressive, probably one of those type of guys that will foul out every now and then. But now Bearcats trail 14-13. Inbounding the ball for the Rebels, Jaden Dickens. A hit over to Elmore. Elmore going to King. They're just going to run it around, try to find that open seam against that Bearcat man-to-man defense, and they couldn't do it on that one. Boy, Keshawn Malcolm got the steal, threw it to Morgan. Morgan nearly turned it over, and Morgan powers in for a layup. Bearcats back on top, 15-14.
And there's that hustle play we were just talking about. He goes pretty much coast to coast and is able to get through the lane and lay it up and in.
A bull in a china shop with the basketball for the Rebels is Jaden Dickens. Dickens is going to keep it at the top. He's guarded by Gray. You got to head over to the boat because that's Elmore with the basketball. Elmore's going to get the ball to King. King going to hit the ball into Dickens. Dickens with a shot, no good. Malcolm with another rebound. Look around, Hudson at the top, been relatively quiet tonight. Pick, roll, nothing. Going to go to the corner to Ford. Ford going to drive in and jam it. Slam dunk. Good afternoon, everyone. 17-14. Bearcats lead it.
And that should get this crowd into it. That's one thing. Once you get the student section into it, this crowd into it, it's a whole nother thing to be able to come in here and upset the Bearcats.
Sidney with a coast-to-coast, misses a shot. Now Hudson with it. He said, my turn. He goes in, draws a foul on Trey King. Now, everyone's waiting, anticipation for that. Bearcats lead at 17-14. There's 6:34 remaining in the first half. Checking in going to be number 0, Bill Sutton. Zetarian Bill Sutton. So at the line, shooting the free throws. Shooting 2, number 11, Ahmad Hudson. Average 19.1 points per game.
And Ahmad's one of those guys that coming in out of football season really struggled from the free throw line. So when you look at it and it says 60%, I know he just missed the first one, but when it says 60%, that can kind of be not. You don't necessarily want to send him to the line just because he's a big guy. Announcer's jinx as he misses both on that one.
That rebound by the Bearcats. There it is to Hudson. He jams it in. Good afternoon. Bearcats lead at 19-14.
I guess it's okay if you miss both when you can make up for it just like that.
Rebels with the basketball. That's going to be Caleb Sidney bringing it down. He's guarded by Morgan. Look in, there's King. King's already hit 1-3 on the night. Hudson aware of that. Closes out well. Dishes to the wing. Back to the top. There's a backdoor cut. Open, there's your layup. Patience by the Rebels.
And the Bearcat defense always going to run that man-to-man. I haven't really seen them run a lot of other things, so you know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get aggressive defense that's going to lead to turnovers in a quick basket like that.
And there's Cole Gray, coast to coast with a layup. It's back to a 5-point lead for the Bearcats. Dickens bringing it down for the Rebels. Dickens going to drive, push off on Bill. To the top. He's already dribbled once. Didn't catch that one either. It's going to be Sidney, Caleb Sidney. He forces a shot off the glass. The bank is open. Shot is good, 21-18. Bearcats lead it by 3. You haven't had the greatest season. You're West Monroe. You lost by 37 last time. I think you got a little advantage with a chip on your shoulder here tonight. His senior night, there's going to be the second foul on Trey King. Pushed off against Ahmad Hudson.
And we talked about power rankings earlier. West Monroe is currently sitting at 39, so pretty safe to say that they're not going to be able to make the playoffs this season. And so like you said, they got a little chip on their shoulder. There's nothing to lose here.
Ford to inbound the basketball. There it is, a lob to Hudson. And it's short, misses a shot, chases his own rebound. Rebels control it. That's going to be number 20, Don Harris. He's going to go down into the land of the Giants, pull it out. He's going to throw it back for the 3. And that 3-point basket is good from Messiah Stevens.
And that's going to tie it back up. It's going to force Rustin to call a timeout just to kind of settle things down.
They're going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with them. We're taking a 30-second break. This is the Bearcat basketball on the Roo 102.3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
I enjoy working at the Rustin Clinic.
Welcome back to Dimmitt Garner Court on the campus of Rustin High. Nick Brown along with Colin McDonald. We're going to check some scores for you across other sports being played today by the Bearcats. But Ford with the ball at the top. Well, Bearcats coming out with a little more intensity right now after that timeout. Well called timeout by head coach Marcus Jackson. Ball at the top. Keyshawn Malcolm now going to weave, look more of an offense. That 3 is up and it's good. Colin, that's the first time, did a lot of games with Kyle Roberts. That's the first time you've seen the Bearcats really look like they were in an offense tonight.
And if you get Keyshawn Malcolm going from 3, it's going to be a long night on the outside perimeter because he can really shoot that shot from pretty much anywhere.
Elmore at the top. He goes into the land of the Giants, going to kick out the corner. That was going to be an air ball from King, and now Ford with the rebound. He's looking down the court, alley-oop to Hudson. That's the third one those two haven't connected on. And that's going to be a long court pass. And that shot is no good from Elmore. But now the Bearcats have got the Rebels playing their game full court speed. That's going to be a third foul on Trey King. Good job by Malcolm. Attacked it, moved the ball to his left hand, got the shot off. King wasn't able to block it, Colin, and pick up his foul.
Kind of looking at some other sports, Nick. Bearcats against Halton in baseball took it to the 10th, where Halton was able to score 2, and so they're about to start Game 3 of that series tied at 1-1.
So both teams have won that one by 2. Bearcats winning last night 5-3. That shot from Malcolm is smooth. Keyshawn hits the free throw. Bearcats up 25-21. 4 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the first half. On the floor for the Bearcats, you've got Bill Sutton, Ahmad Hudson, Taryn Ford, and Gray. Malcolm with the free throw. It's up and no good. Hudson with a rebound. And he slams it home, 27-21.
And that's one of those things that, like I said, you're going to get the student section going here in a minute, and it becomes a really hospitable place to play.
So Caleb Sidney with the basketball, guarded by Gray. Hits over to Elmore. Elmore forces a shot, but it's good. Over Keyshawn Malcolm. Good defense from Malcolm. Just a good shot from Elmore. The Ford's already back at the free throw line on the other end. Malcolm with it. He's going to shoot a long-range three up, and it's good. 30-23. It's a 7-point Bearcat lead. 3:30 left to go in the first half. Gray guarding Sidney. Caleb Sidney, he's going to try the goal. He's going to dish, knocked away by Ford. Stolen, long court pass to Malcolm. He's up, lays it in. Didn't have the footwork to get the dunk. Boy, and wise decision just to lay it off the glass. Bearcats up 9. Rebels with a long three from Elmore, and it's good. 32-26 your score. Ford, he's already back down the floor, blocking foul, lays it in, no call. And Bearcats lead it 34-26.
And just like that, West Monroe comes down, shoots a three, but then the Bearcats very quickly are able to get back down the court and regain a little bit more of that lead back.
You can't celebrate against this speed. Good pass in the lane, blocked by Hudson. He controls the block. Now he's looking to run. No lanes to fill. Hits Ford. Ford back to him, and there's a dunk. Boy, give it up, get it back. That's textbook basketball by the Bearcats, and they lead it by 10.
And you love to see that teamwork coming together as this season unfolds.
If you want to win a state championship, unselfish basketball is what it takes, and that was certainly it. Underneath the basket, another block for Hudson. Gray with the rebound. Now he's off to the races, 1-on-2, but he takes in anyway, and he is tackled. They're probably going to call that one on the floor. That's going to be Jaden Dickens called for the foul.
And I believe that last block by Hudson, I believe that's already 4 for the game. I believe they said coming into this game he was averaging 9 a game in blocks. And I believe we're going to get a timeout here.
A little timeout on the floor. We're going to take it. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Bearcat Basketball on the Roo 102.3. We're going to be back in 30 seconds.
I enjoy working at the wrestling clinic because it's a hometown feel. It's a smaller clinic, easy in and out. It's my community, so I enjoy seeing the people that I live around.
Brand new clinic, great clinic location right off I-20 and Highway 33 there in Ruston. We can pretty much offer all aspects of orthopedic.
We've got full service x-ray, physical therapy, and occupational therapy on site, the extremity MRI machine here. Anything that you can think of that you may need for orthopedics is contained in one brand new facility.
Not only Bearcat baseball, but basketball. Appreciate all the supporters of Bearcat and Lady Bearcat Athletics. Great crowd on hand tonight. The pep band made it out. Cheerleaders are here, full crowd here at Denman Garner Court on the campus of Ruston High School. Nick Brown along with Colin McDonald. Look forward to bringing you Bearcat and Lady Bearcat basketball throughout the rest of the season. Hopefully a long run in the playoffs. Bearcat have the basketball run underneath their basket. Gray going to inbound the basketball, taking a little time, hits Ford in the corner. Ford going to drive, kick to the top to Malcolm. Malcolm going to look, breaking it down, long-range three from Malcolm. That one's going to be short. Rebound by Gray. Gray powers it up, and he is fouled. Boy, Caleb Sidney is like, no way that was me. And it wasn't. They called it on 12.
And is that already 4?
I think that's his 4th. I got discussion with the head coach of the Rebels talking to the official tonight. He said, hey, look, he grabbed his arm, grabbed his hand. Couldn't shoot the basketball. That's Cole Gray at the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2. He's played in 18 games. He's averaging 4.9 points per game, 4.8 rebounds per game. Free throw percentage is 73%. Bearcats have not shot that well from the line tonight, Colin.
I believe they're only 2 for 8 or 2 for 7 so far tonight. And so that's one of those things that going into the playoffs, you've really got to iron out. You can't let all those freebies go.
We're 2 minutes before intermission. Bearcats lead it by 10. Gray with the second free throw. Missed them both. That was Stevens with a rebound. Messiah Stevens with a rebound for the Rebels. Going to get the ball in the hand of Caleb Sidney. Sidney going to throw it across court to Dickens. Dickens back to Sidney. Boy, they're just playing toss between each other. That's the third pass between them, but this one's back, and that was good. That's why you do that. Caleb Sidney with a 3. They passed the ball back and forth 3 times. On the third time, he pulled up and hit the 3. Hudson all the way in. He's going to drive in, nearly lost it. Going to kick it to the top. That's nearly a turnover. Bill Sutton picks it up. Into the corner to Gray. He's going to throw just over the basket pass to Hudson, and you can do that, and that's going to be a jump ball.
No, they're going to call a foul.
They're going to call a foul holding on the Rebels.
And that's going to send Hudson to the line, as that's going to be the 5th foul against the Rebels.
It is going to be interesting because that one you thought it might be a jump ball, but foul was called, so Hudson at the line with the Bearcats leading by 7. That's another missed free throw.
I believe that's now 2 for 9.
We'll get these statistics for you at the half. That one is good. So the drought is over on free throws. Bearcats lead at 37-29. The ball's in the hands of Caleb Sidney. He hit a 3 last trip for the Rebels. Sidney's going to look across court to Stevens, but then he's going to kick the other way to Elmore. Elmore's going to cut, have it knocked away. Malcolm comes up with a steal. Oh, that was nearly a block by Elmore. Ball goes in the hands of Rebel, long-range 3. That was an air ball. Sutton with a rebound into the hands of Hudson. He kicks it up to Ford, and just a little too high. He's going to tell him, hey, I'm not throwing it to you, you're throwing it to me. Nearly a steal from Sutton. Ball's in the corner for the Rebels. Backdoor cut, Elmore loses it. Now Gray with the basketball. He pushes off. Malcolm fakes the shot, drives in, 2 a little closer, hits it. Fake the 3, good move from Malcolm.
And that's one of the things you definitely don't want to get into a track meet against these Bearcats, is they're able to really extend the court on you, and quickly they can get points on the board.
5-point swing. You go from 5 to 10, 7 to 10. Ball in the corner, back to the top to Jaden Daniels. Last time the Rebels scored, he hit a 3. Ball over to Dickens on the left, at the top to Elmore. And now with King out, not really inside presence for the Rebels, they're going to bring everybody outside the 3-point arc.
With only 8 seconds left, I think they're trying to hold for the last shot.
And that ball gets tipped away, winds up in the hands of Ahmad Hudson. He's looking, hits over to Ford, hit a buzzer beater the other night. And that one falls just a little bit short, but Bearcats lead it at the half, 39-29. We're at halftime. We're going to take a 2-minute break. You listen to Bearcat Basketball on the Roo 102.3. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
How crazy is that? 2 grand slams in a game.
What's that?
How crazy is that? 2 grand slams today in that game.
Yeah.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Looking for the best bite in Ruston? At Flying Burger, we're serving up fresh made-to-order burgers, hand-battered seafood, crispy fries, and more. All with fast, friendly service. At Flying Burger, we grind our meat in-house daily, never frozen. We're proud to be voted #1 for burgers and seafood in the area. Flying Burger is locally owned and operated by Ruston High alum and 1982 state football champion Scott Braswell. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or feeding your Friday night football crew, do it with Flying Burger.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstorage.ruston.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston High activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston High graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford Family says go big Ruston.
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Architects Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Architects Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for two Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is a team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
You work hard, you save, you do your best. But have you ever stopped to ask, is it going to be enough? I'm Luke Madden, financial advisor with Eagle Strategies and founder of Elm Financial. Here at Elm Financial, I help families and business owners all across North Louisiana get clarity and peace of mind about their financial future. We call it planning by design and not by default. Check us out today at lukemadden.com, where you can schedule your strategy session. That's lukemadden.com. Go Bearcats!
We're the best at next. Why? Because for 120 years and counting, helping you reach your next milestone is what we do best. At Century Next Bank, we offer tailored solutions for what's next in your life. From personal checking accounts to home loans to small business growth. We're focused on your next step forward. Your dreams don't wait, and neither should your bank, because you deserve a partner who knows how to handle next. Century Next Bank, what's next for you? Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turgeon. And I'm Greg Turgeon. For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turgeon's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer, Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
Holland Real Estate.
I would go. We're going to be back now. We're here for the second half. Bearcats lead at 39-29. Going to be Bearcat basketball to start the third quarter. 16-3 on the year. Gray going to inbound on the court for the Bearcats. Gray, Ford, Morgan, Malcolm, and Hudson. On the court for the Rebels, Sidney, Dickens, King back out on the floor. And that's a quick, almost a turnover deflected. Stevens is on the floor as well as Elmore.
And the third quarter is really where the Bearcats put the pedal to the floor against West Monroe the last time they played. I believe they outscored them 34-4 in the third quarter.
Boy, they got Hudson isolated in the post. He attacked King, missed the shot, missed the dunk. Malcolm with the rebound, 41-29, Bearcats lead. I think at this point, King, he picks up his force, you just keep him on there. That was a push off, no call there. Shot falls short from Sidney. Hudson with the basketball, gives to Ford at the top.
And, we talked about it in the girls' game. All of these guys will also sell out for their team. They're going to take charges. They're going to body up anybody.
That ball outside into Hudson, back out to Gray. Gray over to Malcolm. Malcolm fakes a three, goes in for a shorter two, and it's in. Rimmed up, fell down. Bearcats lead it by 14.
And I believe that's going to put Malcolm already up close to 16 points on the night.
Sidney with the basketball at the top. Of course, Bearcats know one defense. That's man-to-man against this West Monroe squad. Nice pick from King. Diggins with the ball at the top, going to hit Elmore. Elmore with a shot fake, drives in and challenges Hudson. It's blocked. I believe that's his fifth block on the night. Malcolm runs the floor, hits Ford in the corner, Ford for the three. It's good. And just like you said, third quarter is where they put it on.
Third quarter is really where the Bearcats like to turn it on. They get a lot of good adjustments in halftime from their coaches, and then they usually come out and kind of have a game plan that works really well in the third quarter.
7-0 run by the Bearcats to start this third quarter. Going to be a push-off on the floor unless they give continuation. That's going to be a foul on number 1 for the Bearcats, Cole Gray.
And they are going to give continuation on that. I think there was a few steps, but they are going to give continuation.
2 steps after the push. That free throw is good. They'll give him the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. 46-32. Bearcats back up by 14. Gray inside to Hudson. Reverse dunk. No good.
And Bearcats just really need to keep getting some penetration down low. If they keep doing that, eventually they're going to get King into some foul trouble and able to hopefully get him out, and then really the inside should open up.
Bearcats up by 14, 5:55. Long three from Elmore. Banks at the bank is open. He didn't call glass, but they'll give him the points anyway. 46-35. In the game for the Bearcat, Derek Ford hits it in the corner. Gray with a long-range three, no good. Rebels make a little run of their own now. Ball in the corner, back to the top.
Well, I'll tell you, the Rebels have really shot the three ball pretty well. I would say that at least 20 of their points has come off three-pointers.
That's right. Dickens with the ball. He's going to drive on Malcolm. Puts it up, and no good. Hudson with a rebound. 46-35. Bearcats led it by as many as 17. Hudson with a reverse, no good. That's 3 trips down the floor. Hudson's been empty-handed. Need a better possession. There's a block, no foul. Ball lands in the hands of Malcolm. Malcolm going to slow it down. Bearcats at 11. It's a 6-0 run by the Rebels.
It's a smart move by Malcolm there to slow it down. The Bearcats had a couple fast breaks, come up empty, slow it down, get in your offensive set, and see if you can come away with some points.
Ford, enough of this patience. Drills a 2-pointer right at the top, nearly a 3-pointer. Bearcats lead at 48-35.
Now their version of patience a little bit different than most teams.
Yeah. As Caleb Sidney at the top with the ball, looking for a pick from King. There's Elmore and Stevens just crossing places from the corner. There's Elmore at the wing with the ball outside 3. He'll take a 3. It's no good. Darren Ford with the rebound. Long court pass to Malcolm. He throws it back to Morgan. What a play. And he makes a layup.
And just like you talked about earlier, selfless play by the Bearcats, getting everybody involved on the court and getting it down the court faster than any Rebel can run.
Bearcats lead it by 15. 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Rebels with the ball at the top. That's Jaden Dickens' long-range 3. And what you've done now, you've pushed the Rebels into play. 3-point game. The last 3 shots from the Rebels all been from three-point land. And there's a strong take from Gray. You're going to get out of his way. He's a bull in the China shop. Going to be a timeout taken by the Rebels. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Bearcat Basketball on the Roo 102.3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
Austin High School under the direction of Walter Moss. Have a little backflip competition amongst the cheerleaders on the floor for the Bearcats. Number 2, Darren Ford. Number 5, Keyshawn Malcolm. Number 4, that's Jason Morgan. Number 11, Ahmad Hudson. And 0 is Zatarian Bill Sutton. On the court for the Rebels, number 12, King. As well as number 3, that's Messiah Stevens. Number 2, Devin Elmore. Number 4, Jaden Dickens. And number 5, Caleb Sidney. And Sidney with the basketball at the top. Attacking Morgan, go to the wing to Elmore. Elmore over to Stevens. Stevens at the top, back to Dickens. King touches it the middle, good backdoor cut. Good move there, got him up in the air. Got Morgan up in the air and laid it in. 52-37, 15-point game.
Well, not a bad play by Morgan there. He'd been off ball screen and was just unable to get back, and so he just had to do what he could to try to get a block.
Low block into Hudson. He feeds to Ford, cutting the basket. Good move.
And pretty much a mirror play. Morgan then comes down and sets the screen for Ford and is able to get a basket for the Bearcats.
There's a drive in. Good block by Sutton. He blocks Dickens' shot. Hudson with the ball at the top. He dribbles, going to hit. And look at Keyshawn in the corner. And then goes to the top to Ford to reset it. A little more patience out of the Bearcats. 17-point lead. Ford with a little push off. Into Hudson. Hudson cross court to Sutton. 3 from Sutton is good.
And just like that, the Bearcats have already doubled their lead up to 20 here in the third quarter.
And City at the top of the ball. Going to look for Elmore King. Hudson steals it. And good afternoon. There's a 360.
Not much you can do about that one. When Hudson gets the ball wide open, you know you're going to probably get some kind of a show dunk. Pulls out the 360 dunk. The crazy thing is the student section's so used to it that it really didn't even get them fired up.
Exactly. It did not. Malcolm, good contest of Elmore. Misses a 3. Now Ford with the rebound. Going to look. Drive it coast to coast all the way himself. He's in. Great job. He looked over to Malcolm. The defense shifted. He split it like Moses parting the Red Sea, went right down the middle and laid it in. As Elmore at the top for the Rebels, going to shoot a long-range 3. That one no good. Boy, wash, rinse, and repeat. Long-range rebound. Malcolm lays it in, and it's 63-37.
And when it rains, it pours on you sometimes, especially when you've got a team that's this athletic and is able to get down the floor that fast.
You're going from 10 to 20, almost 30 in 6 minutes.
And I love what we just did right there. Bill is going to get a foul, selfish. I keep getting those words
he
mixed
fouled
up.
intentionally. Okay,
yes.
Say it this way. He fouled intentionally to get others on the floor. Entering the game for the Bearcats. That's number 32, Chase Harden. I believe Goodwin entered the game as well, number 24.
And Anding it is as well.
Jaden Anding. Now, and this is one that always got me. When you try to show a little mercy rule, you put a few in, and Rebels went to a press, and those Bearcats handled it great. So Bearcats get the ball across midcourt, 63-39. 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Malcolm with a long-range 3, no good. Rebound controlled by the Rebels. I believe that's going to be Dickens with a rebound. Dickens pushing down the floor, going to look 1-2, guarded by Sutton. And there's the near steal. He did get it, and that was a great job, number 23, Jaden Andy with a steal.
And now we're going to get Cash Ingram checking into the game for the Bearcats as well. So getting more Bearcats in that don't get a lot of playing time. I believe Malcolm went out for Ingram.
Yeah, Malcolm is out. Keshun Malcolm, Bearcats lead is 63-39. There's Elmore. He's going to drive. They're going to call a foul. Whistle Harding for the foul.
And this is where, too, if you're a Bearcats coach, you're playing Bossier tomorrow. So you don't want to wear out some of your starters. You want to give them some rest. So maybe instead of going for the running clock, you give them a little rest.
Rebels inbound the basketball, get King breaking to the basket. He lays it in, 63-41. There's Sutton with the ball down the floor. Good pick from Harding. Roll. Sutton going to take it. It's going to be short.
And I believe that's Dickens still down on the court holding his face.
He is down. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout for the injury. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Listen to Bearcat basketball on the Root, 102.3. Welcome back to Denman Garner Court. Boy, that was a quick. They got the injured player was Jaden Dickens. He is okay. He's wanted to stay out on the floor. We're going to keep it right here, but in between the third and fourth quarter, Nick Brown along with Colin McDonald, excited to bring you Bearcat basketball on the Roo 102.3 and Lady Bearcat basketball as well. We'll be your home for Bearcat and Lady Bearcat basketball as these teams advance into the playoffs. It's interesting, one thing that you forget about, Dickens was down, stopped the game, probably 15, 20 seconds. He stayed in the game, and you had to stop, said, no, you need to come out. So if you stop and play, you got to come out. So Bearcats lead at 63-41.
And that was a good third quarter for the Bearcats. Coming out of the locker room, able to kind of refocus, came into that half with only a 10-point lead, built it up to, I believe, a 26-point lead at one point. Right there at the end, West Monroe was able to chip it down. And like we talked about right before the last break, at this point you kind of have to weigh your options. You definitely don't want West Monroe to get back into it, but you also want to save your starters for tomorrow.
Limited roster here. Titan Cole checking in for the Rebels at 22 on the court. On the court, we'll get those numbers. If you'll get the Bearcats, I'll get the Rebels. But in for the Rebels, Titan Cole, as well as Trey King, Stevens, Messiah Stevens in the game as well. And Caleb Sidney. Their ball into King. They hit King with a shot. No good. Three just off the back of the rim. Rebels control the rebound. Back to Titan King again. Another long-range three. That one is no good. But everyone trying to get the ball in the hands of Titan Cole for the Rebels.
And, Nick, I know we've talked about it a few times, but that game tomorrow against Bossier is currently sitting at 1 in the Division II playoff bracket. And so that's a game that could really have some major PowerPoint
really, do you see they'll move to number 1? Could that move the Bearcats into the overall number 1 seed?
Correct.
There's Delaney up for the Bearcats, and he is fouled. I'm going to call that a turnover on the court for the Bearcats. Number 15, that's Cash Ingram, along with number 12. That is Delaney. Goodwin, 24 in, along with Sutton and Anding. Sidney with the ball at the top. He's going to hit Elmore on the wing. Elmore going to look for Titan. Good defense by Goodwin. There's a long-range three from the corner from Elmore. It's no good, and Delaney with the rebound. Going to hit Anding. The Bearcats are off and running. There is Goodwin. Nearly a dunk. He is blocked by Messiah Stevens. Goodwin took it in strong, and his shot was blocked.
And that was just a great defensive play by West Monroe right there, able to get back and able to get a hand on it.
Well, I'm in the foyer. I saw his table. Saw him with way above the rim, so I know he can dunk. There's Goodwin, the ball in the corner. Going to look to the top to Sutton. Sutton being closely guarded by Caleb Sidney. Bearcats do lead it 63-41. Nick Brown and Colin McDonald. There's Delaney, and the whole bench told him to shoot. He didn't want to shoot. Three nearly went in. We've got some fouls underneath the basket. I believe that we're going to be on.
I believe it's on Goodwin.
Bearcats going to pick up full court. Little trouble getting the ball in. Good defense by Goodwin. That gets it in. That is into the hands of Messiah Stevens. Titan Cole in the corner. Going to shoot it. Titan for three. No good. Delaney with the rebound. Bearcats up 22. Aiden with a drive to the basket. He is fouled and will go to the free throw line to shoot two. 6:12 remaining here in the contest. Bearcats lead it 63-41.
I think he decided to say it was just an out of bounds. I don't even think he got a foul on it.
Boatner checking in for the Rebels. He's in to replace Messiah Stevens. Sutton at the top of the ball. There's Goon with a long-range three, and he buries it, 66-41. Senior having a good night. Hit the first three of the game.
I believe that's 8 for him tonight.
That's Elmore at the top of the Rebels. He's guarded by Andy. They take it. Going to be a reach-in foul on number 23 for the Bearcats, Jaden Andy. Andy with a reach-in foul on the floor. We're 5:51 remaining. Bearcats lead it by 25. Inbound the ball for the Rebels. Number 2, Devin Elmore. He's going to get the ball in the hands of Caleb Sidney. Sidney on Sutton. Crossover. He pushes it up, and no good. Boy, I tell you what, Delaney with his third or fourth rebound, showing a little fight for the ball. I will tell you, great job by Delaney. Came down with a rebound. Elmore gets in. That was Sidney got in. Took it away from him. And Delaney got it back, but had to turn over, threw it in underneath the basket. So at the line, shooting 2 free throws for the Rebels. Could be number 2, Devin Elmore.
And we've been talking about that hustle all night, but up 25 to still see Bearcats diving for the ball, to still see them going in hard for rebounds, still playing with their body. That's a really good sign to see if you're a coach, that your team is up 25, still playing hard.
Checking in for Jaden Andes, number 3, Braylon Knox for the Bearcats. And that free throw from Elmore's no good, and Knox is in, get us a rebound. Sutton with the ball at the top. He's guarded by Elmore. Cash Ingram on the left wing. Sutton at the top. You know where he's looking to go. There's Cash with the ball. He's going to drive around the top. He's going to pull up and take it. No good. Cash Ingram with a shot. That shot's no good. Delaney with his 5th rebound on the night. Cash Ingram going to take it. He's looking in the corner for Cooper. He's going to take it all the way. And it's up and good. Ingram with a 2-point basket. 68-41. Bearcats leading by 27. Steal from, what a play from the senior on senior night. That's his 10th point. Goodwin with a steal and makes a layup, and he's fouled.
He's going to get a chance for an and one.
And you talked about the running clock earlier. At what point does the clock run in high school basketball?
So in high school basketball, it'll start running at 35. So the Bearcats need 6 more points without the Rebels scoring, but it will run at 35.
Rebels sub in number 24. That's Matt Walker. Trey King is out. And that free throw is good. Give him 11 on the night, on senior night. It's his night. Double digits. Bearcats lead it by 30.
And that's going to be a turnover and give it back to the Bearcats once again. And we're getting some more subs in, and this is great to see. Going into the playoffs, getting some guys some playing time. You've got Branson Perry coming into the game.
That is Caden Gray, the linebacker. The Coles brothers. So Caden's in the game. Good with the ball at the top. He's going to drive all the way once more, and he gets it.
That's going to be 13 points for the senior on senior night.
73-41.
He's wanting to play in the playoffs, I'll tell you what.
Bearcats leading by 32. They're a 3-point basket away from a running clock. And that's a turnover for the Rebels. That was Jaron Boatner. That Branson Perry in now, checking in, going back into the game, number 32. That's Chase Harden. Assistant coach Kyle Thorne calling out the play with the basketball. It's going to be number 3, Braylon Knox. Knox going to look to Perry. Perry's going to look inside to Harden. Harden's going to power it in, and he's got a basket.
And just some bully ball inside. He just really backed him down, got it where he wanted, did that little turnaround hook shot, and was able to lay it in.
Bearcats leading by 34. There's 3:50 remaining. Jump stop from Boatner. Boatner going to shoot the jumper, and it's good. Good shot over Perry. Perry contested it. Just a good basketball move from Boatner. Now here comes Knox with the basketball. Knox back at the top to Gray. Gray over to Goodwin. Goodwin looking, got the ball in the hands of Knox. Knox over to Perry. Perry thought about it. He's back at the top. They're turning the ball over, running it. Good drive, good pass, and there it is, and it's good. Good offense out of this Bearcats.
And once again, without a single starter on the court, you're still seeing the ball moving. You're still getting production. That's a great sign for the future of your program when you've only got one senior out there.
That shot is missed by the Rebels. Bearcats control it. Delaney and Sutton coming back to the scorer's table, and there's a long-range 3. Give it to him. That's Braylon Knox for 3.
And that's going to put him up by 37. So at this point, the clock operator gets to take the night off and just let it run.
That shot's blocked from Harden. And now it's going to bring 2 more guys. Mason Delaney checking back in for the Bearcats, along with Zateri and Bill Sutton. Coming out, number 30, looks like Branson Perry. And number 3, Braylon Knox.
Trying to get all of his seniors back in, give them that recognition here on senior night, able to close out the last 2.5 minutes of this game.
Class move by the Bearcat coaching staff. Boulder with the basketball for the Rebels. Crossover over to Laney. Shoots it. No good. And rebound control by Sutton. Sutton with the ball. He's being closely guarded by Kiles. Over to Delaney. Delaney into Harding. Harding kicks it out. Unselfish play. Shot's no good. Boulder with the rebound for the Rebels. We're down to a minute 45.
I'll tell you what, that was a good pass by Harding, too. He just kind of did a little no-look into the corner to Gray.
Cross-court pass, very good.
And you've said it plenty of times, just selfless play by the Bearcats all night.
Well, and the thing really, Colin, that's very impressive is the fact that a lot of times when you come into a game with very limited playing time, it's not a lot of, you want to be cute and giggles. You don't see that. These guys are playing as hard as if they were a starter. Some of them starting tonight, like they weren't out there to be cute. They've been playing hard. I'm impressed from the entire lineup with their defensive intensity.
Or you'll see guys that just want to get in the stat line, and so they'll throw up a three-pointer that's unnecessary.
Seen Delaney turn down 2, maybe 3 shots just because that wasn't where he was. I really like that.
And once again, just finding somebody on the outside by Hardin, unable to connect on the shot, but just getting those passes that are coming in. The defense collapses down, and then he's able to kick it outside for 3.
That's long-range 3. Delaney is interested. Delaney, they've obviously played some ball together against each other. He looks, and that was number 10, Kiles. Gwynny Kiles hitting that. Final 25 seconds. That's inside to Delaney. Go up, put it in, big. Oh, they're not going to give you that one. Okay, now you're going to see it with 19 seconds. Delaney got his arm held, was going to power it in. He's kind of hoping he would get the shot off.
I think the Bearcats are trying to get the ball into Delaney, see if they can get the senior another point, but instead they're going to get it in.
Goodwin with his 15th or 17th.
One, yeah.
And there's Titan with a shot. And that's going to do it for this one from Denman Garner Court. The Bearcats win this one 82-46 over the West Monroe Rebels. Go ahead and wrap this up. Your final thoughts on this one?
I think that this is just a great performance by the Bearcats. You win by 36, and I hate to say it was a quiet win by 36, but you started off a little slow here on senior night. But I think in the second half, they just really came in, took over the game, and it's a great sign going into the playoffs. Hopefully they're able to go over and get a win against Bossier
Hey,
tomorrow.
Great to be back on the air with you. Enjoyed it. Appreciate the Roo 102.3 at Omega Entertainment for airing high school basketball and high school athletics. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Our time is up. We thank you for yours. For Colin McDonald, I'm Nick Brown. Have a good evening, everyone.